In this video, we're going to break down two things. First, why some women seem to enjoy making men chase them. And second, why that chase is usually a bad move for men. If you're tired of feeling like you're always the one putting in all the effort, you're going to want to stick around. I've got some eye-opening insights coming your way. Let's dive in. Reason 1. It distracts you from your purpose. Let's talk about the real cost of chasing women. It's not just about rejection, it's about distraction. Every hour you spend plotting how to win her over is an hour you could have invested in your personal growth, your goals, or building your future. Think about it. What kind of life are you trying to create? Do you want financial freedom, personal peace, a strong body and mind? These things require time, focus, and discipline. When you get consumed with chasing a woman, especially one who's not even matching your energy, your vision gets blurry. You lose momentum. Suddenly, your decisions revolve around her availability, her moods, and whether she texted you back. That's not leadership. That's dependency. And it's dangerous because you start putting her on a pedestal while lowering your own standards in the process. The irony is, when you stop chasing and start focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, emotionally, physically, and financially, women naturally start noticing you more. Success makes you magnetic, purpose makes you attractive, and confidence, the kind that comes from self-accomplishment, is far more appealing than any text message or pickup line you could ever deliver. Chasing a woman means you're putting her ahead of yourself. You're treating her as the prize and forgetting that you too are valuable. So stop trying to prove your worth to someone who might not even appreciate it. Focus on your mission. Build your empire. Once you've got that in place, the right woman won't need to be chased. She'll walk beside you, not ahead of you. Reason 2. It makes you look desperate. Let's be honest, there's a fine line between showing interest and looking desperate. And once you cross that line, it's hard to come back. When you're constantly calling, texting, showing up uninvited, or trying too hard to impress her, you're not being romantic. You're signaling that you don't value yourself. You're showing that her validation matters more than your dignity. Here's the thing. Women can sense when a guy is desperate. And even if she doesn't consciously realize it, that desperation is unattractive. Why? Because it signals insecurity. It says, I don't think I'm good enough, so I have to prove it to you. That's not confidence. That's emotional neediness disguised as effort. I've seen this play out too many times. Guys bending over backward for a woman who isn't even into them. They ignore the red flags, the I'm busy texts, the one-word replies, the canceled plans. Why? Because they believe that if they just try a little harder, she'll eventually come around. Spoiler alert, she won't. If she's interested, it won't take that much convincing. If it feels like a constant uphill battle just to get her attention, then you're not her priority. You're just an option she's keeping around. And here's the danger. Even if you manage to get her after chasing for weeks or months, the foundation of your connection is based on you begging for a chance. That power imbalance will follow you throughout the relationship. She'll expect you to keep doing all the heavy lifting while she contributes the bare minimum. That's not love. That's emotional labor without a return on investment. So if you ever catch yourself doing all the work, stop and ask, is this really worth it? Because if you have to convince someone to be with you, then they were never really yours to begin with. Reason 3. You set the wrong tone for the relationship. Here's something most men overlook. How you start the relationship sets the tone for how it continues. If you begin by doing all the chasing, all the initiating, all the planning, you're setting up a dynamic where you're the one always putting in the effort. And trust me, once that pattern is in place, it's hard to reverse. When you chase a woman too hard from the beginning, she becomes the prize. She gets used to being pursued, pampered, and prioritized, even if she's not giving you much in return. Over time, this can create a lopsided relationship where she expects you to keep performing just to keep her interested. You become the entertainer, the planner, the emotional support system, while she sits back and enjoys the show. This kind of dynamic breeds resentment. You start feeling like you're doing everything while she's doing nothing. And the worst part? If you ever slow down or stop chasing, she'll start pulling away because she was never genuinely invested in the first place. She was just enjoying the attention. Now imagine the opposite scenario. You show interest, yes, but you don't chase. You maintain your standards. You give her space to reciprocate. What happens then? If she's truly interested, she'll meet you halfway. And if she doesn't? Well, that tells you everything you need to know. You don't need to beg for someone's time or affection. A woman who truly values you won't let you do all the work. Relationships are partnerships, not performances. When you carry all the emotional weight from the start, you're building something unstable, something that will eventually collapse under pressure. So remember, if you start by chasing, you'll always be chasing. And no man wants to feel like he's constantly campaigning after the election is already won. Set a healthier standard from day one, where respect is mutual and effort is balanced. So let's wrap this up. Chasing women might seem like the manly thing to do, but in reality, it often leads to frustration, imbalance, and wasted time. The truth is, a woman who genuinely likes you won't need to be chased. She'll show up. She'll match your energy. She'll make you feel seen, not ignored. Instead of chasing someone else, chase your purpose, chase your peace, build your body, your bank account, your self-worth. And when you do, you'll find that the right woman won't make you jump through hoops. She'll walk beside you. So fellas, if you've been doing all the running, it's time to stop. Redirect that energy into becoming the best version of yourself. That's when you truly become the prize. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss an upload. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever chased someone and realized it wasn't worth it? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Stay sharp, stay grounded,